Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Being the Marshmallow, Living and Coping with PTSD. I am, as always, Bob Wagner, and with us today for the first time is new cast member, Blimey the Pirate. Ahoy, mateys! Good to be here! Blimey comes to us by way of a donation from my friend Katie. Katie had learned that I was looking to expand the crew, and so she surprised me one day with good old Blimey here. So he will be joining us from time to time, him and Pete dispensing wisdom and hopefully making you smile. This week, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the importance of the support network. Oh, without a ship's rigging, it's far useless. You're going nowhere. You're far dead in the water, you are. No, Blimey, that's not what I'm talking about, buddy. No, it's what I mean is I don't mean the rigging. I don't mean the ropes that pull the sails up and down and steer the ship. I mean the people in our lives who help us get through the day, who make life easier, make it possible for us to do the things that we need to do, the people we rely on every day. Oh, you mean your crewmates? Aye. Without a proper crew, a ship is even more useless than a ship with no rigging. You can at least row the thing if you got enough men at the oars. See? Nautical wisdom. Everybody has people in our in their lives who we rely on. We don't any of us live in a vacuum. It's true, they're too dark and dusty. Thanks, Pete. Got to get your camera time in, apparently. We all have friends, we all have family, sympathetic coworkers, somebody in our lives that we can talk to and that we can go to for moral support, okay? This is the case even among neurotypical people who don't have a mental illness. And it's part of the human condition. Among the mentally ill, this goes from being a part of the fact that we are social animals to life-saving essential matters, okay? A neurotypical person who's having a bad day and doesn't have anybody to rely on, they can, excuse me, they can kind of muddle through. Somebody like us, somebody who has PTSD or chronic depression or schizophrenia, if we're in a bad place, if the symptoms are really kicking off hard and we don't have anybody to reach out to, we can wind up making a life-changingly negative choice while under the influence of the mental illness. I personally have been pulled back from the brink a couple of times by various people in my life. My friend Shawnee, my buddy Dave, of course, my beloved wife Robia, who I never shut up about. And contrary to popular belief, it's not in any kind of contract that I have to mention her at least once a video. She's just that important. And these people are important to us. They are essential because when the disease gets prominent, we can reach out to them and we can vent. We can ask them, hey, you know what, look, I didn't sleep so good last night. Can we just get a cup of coffee and talk about stuff? Or, I'm having a panic attack or a flashback and you hold my hand. Whatever. I've talked about various aspects of this before in the past. And it's true. They make this fight much, much easier. What I haven't gotten into is how our fight affects them, okay? We're living with this. We wake up every day and our brain is misfiring for whatever reason, chemical imbalances, trauma, whatever. But it's our fight. They are obliged to watch us in this fight. And all they can do is stand by and try to help and try to kind of offer moral support. And that sucks, okay? There's nothing in this world worse than seeing somebody that you love. And none of these people have to be in our lives, okay? My wife has spent the last 10 years of her life with me. She's built a life with me. She's been with me through thick and thin. She can walk out anytime. She can flip me off and say, you know what, I'm done. I can't deal with this. I didn't sign on for this. I'm out, okay? She stays because she wants to. And that's the case for all of these people. And it's hard, man. They have to watch us, and they have to watch us knowing that we're in pain, and they can't get into the ring with us. They can't take a chair to this invisible enemy that we're fighting. This isn't some mugger out on the street where some guy jumps out of an alleyway, demands our wallet, and they can help us fight the guy off. That isn't what this is, man. This is watching somebody that you love fight an invisible monster every day, all day, day after day after day after day for years, knowing that one day it might well kill them and you can't do anything about it. Okay? That hurts. That is hard. And every day that they make the choice to be in our lives and say, look, I can't strangle the monster for you. I can't beat it off with a club, but I can be here for you. Every day they do that for us. Every day that they offer that moral support to us. They're taking emotional resources that they need to get through all of their stuff and saying, here, take this gift. Take what I need for me and use it for you. Okay? That's precious. And it deserves recognition. And we have a sacred obligation, I believe, to acknowledge what they do for us, okay? It isn't right and it isn't fair that we only reach out to them when we're having flashbacks or panic attacks, or when, or when the insomnia fairy came calling last night, okay? It isn't right and it isn't proper. If you have somebody in your life who is there for you and stands by you through your depression or your schizophrenia or your PTSD or whatever, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it at the time. Say, thank you. You made getting through this bad patch so much easier. But don't just acknowledge it then. Acknowledge it when there's nothing else going on. Send them a text. Send them an IM. Call them up. If you guys happen to be out, tell them thank you. Okay? These people are saving our lives, man. They are making our suffering less, and they are doing so at the expense of putting themselves in the position of having, as I said, to watch someone they care about suffer while being able to do very little about it. We're social animals. We genetically select to want to help and want to defend members of our social troop. And this isn't like a tiger out on the plains back when we were proto-humans, or a hungry grizzly bear in the Colorado Rockies, or a flash flood or a bad harvest. Okay, this isn't anything like that. This isn't something that you can put your hands on and you can do something about. You can't fix this, with a strong back and a willing hands. You can only sit there and try to help with words and emotions. Okay, and they're giving to us. They're giving of themselves to us, and we need to acknowledge that. Okay. And it doesn't have to be anything big and spectacular. Just, hey, thank you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for helping me fight this fight. Okay? Let them know what they mean to you. Because what they're doing is precious. And in the spirit of that, and the very last thing I'm going to say before I sign off is, Robia, Dave, Shani, Katie, many other individuals, thank you. You have helped me immeasurably. I am well aware of how much harder this fight would be without you guys by my side, offering moral support and being so generous of your time and your hearts. I am well aware of the difference you make, and I am deeply grateful for it. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of the week. I'll see you next time.